That's his role, Mr. Selgado, as the defense attorney, to try and create doubt within Justice Moore's mind. He could jump high, he could jump low, he could say what he wants. The point is there was only one evidence of only one shot that has been fired, and that shot has been fired from the issued gun by Kareem.
During his closing statement in the manslaughter case against former police corporal Kareem Martinez, Crown Counsel Javier Chan revealed that defense attorney Oscar Selgado, in his written closing submission, is suggesting to the court that Police Constable Claude Augustine may have fired the deadly shot that killed Laddie Gillett. PC Augustine was one of the 3 officers who responded to the scene that tragic night, along with Corporal Martinez and PC Pop.
There is no evidence in the court that more than one shot was fired. Please remember that police officers who are trained and the accused who is a corporal and who had been issued with a firearm, that nobody has said in court there is no evidence of 2 important things. One, that a shot was fired in the air. The accused has said to the court in his written admission and in his doc statement, which is not full evidence, but the judge will give it whatever weight she feels it deserves. He has said he took out his police-issued firearm and fired one shot at an angle of 10 feet in the air. The defense is saying and submitted that this is an incredible piece of submission, it is Police Constable Augustine who shot.
I'm telling you, that is the evidence, and I cannot comment on the evidence. And I don't know how you would know. I did not give the media a glimpse of my closing submission. That was for the court only, and that is why I didn't want the prosecution or anybody to comment on it, because you were there in the court, you heard what you heard, but the matter is before the court. And so I will not breach the ethics of the profession to comment on it, as other attorneys have done. But what is before the court is what is before the court, and if I don't get what I expect, I'll go to the Court of Appeal.
Today, ballistics expert Sherilee Lino, a Crown witness, was recalled to the stand. It was for the judge to get some clarity as it relates to trajectory. She asked if it is possible that a bullet fired in the air could hit someone in the back if they're standing. While her knowledge of trajectory is limited, Lino said that it is possible given environmental factors such as wind and gravity, but that it would normally hit on the head or shoulder if the person is standing. Following today's proceedings, Attorney Dickie Bradley explained that the forensic pathologist shared in his statement about the trajectory of the bullet based on the evidence from the post-mortem.
Dr. Laddie, who is a pathologist, he's a scientist in these matters, did a post-mortem in the presence of a police officer, and his findings are that Laddie Gillett was shot through his back, 47 centimeters from his head, and that bullet exited his chest 43 centimeters from the head, so that the bullet is going slightly up through the back and through the chest. One bullet. The evidence is that the officers who were chasing Laddie Gillett, who were close to Laddie, when they heard the bang, Laddie fell down, face down, and never moved. There is no seconds and millimeters of seconds and so much centimeters, whatever it is. That is evidence in a court of law. A doctor found not a bullet in the shoulder, not a bullet in the back at an angle coming out of the air. The shot was fired horizontally based on what the doctor said.
Gillett's family was of the opinion earlier today that a ruling would have been handed down. While that did not happen, they remain hopeful, but confident at the same time that they will get justice.
I still feel very hopeful, as the whole family feels hopeful, and I think the nation feels hopeful that we will find justice for Laddie. But I believe that she's a very thorough justice, and she really wants to make sure that she has everything in place before she makes her call.
I feel very confident. I mean, that we'll get a conviction. You know, like I said, today is a day we're very anxious because it's either or either. You know, but we have faith and we have hope that it will come our way and we'll get justice. I mean, partial justice for Laddie.
I mean, like we feel and like the family have said, I mean, what is justice? This is a question we ask ourselves all the time. How do you replace a 14-year-old who is lost now? I mean, not lost, but he's not with you in physicality anymore. So how do you ever get justice for that on this earth? I don't know that you do, but you have to hold those accountable for who took his life away from him and from all of us.
And Laddie's family and friends and those of the accused, as well as the country by extension, will have to wait for another 5 weeks until April 21st, 2023, when Justice Antoinette Moore confirmed that she will be handing down her ruling in the case. Duane, Moody for News 5.